gotta beat him fast. I think the biggest mistake that I made, and this was back before they even had the rank system the way they do now. One of the biggest mistakes I used to make. I think we got him back. You there?
Yep.
Oh, the Satan voice is gone. All right.
I know.
Cool.
It's my headset that I have, or maybe it's my computer. Whenever I like actually fucking accidentally pull out the dongle because I have a wireless headset, I like fuck. It's like dead rip. It's like everything goes bad, and like before I could just like pull it out and pull it in, and I could do like it'd work again. But now I have to restart my computer.
No
It's
worries.
still the best headset I ever had. I don't care.
No worries, dude. No
It's
worries.
awesome. All right, so you're playing some ranked.
Yeah. All right. So I'm they got them down to 10. I'm at 27, but now they're getting a fireball every turn.
That is a problem. You'd have to kill command that thing down with hunter's market and all that junk for sure. If you don't like lose,
Yeah.
but at the same time, if you don't hunter's mark, if you don't kill the 5/5, it's gonna get bigger and bigger every turn because that's more than likely ice block. But I'd always use the coin first just in case it's a counter spell.
Should I use the coin?
Just in case it's counter spell.
Because they already threw a counter spell, so I guess it's not that.
I wasn't really watching the game, but it could. They usually run 2 counter spells in the deck, regardless.
Actually, how about I hunter's mark and then throw down kill command?
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Oh, okay, got it. You might have said that, and I just completely missed it. Bam! Get out of here, scrub.
Yeah.
And now it's frozen on the end. Then turn it button glitches.
Sounds like a Hearthstone glitch.
So I think I got this, and I still don't have this deck fully made. So I actually have a King Crush or Kresh, whatever he is, and he'd be nice to end the game unless he's got an ice block or a that one that makes you immune.
Yeah, it would be nice. We'll see what happens. More than likely, you might lose, but I'm putting it down like 90-10 right now.
He's got. I don't know how many fireballs.
You need like
had.
Unleash the Hounds this turn.
Yeah.
Or like I don't even know, like some decent secret from that. I don't know what secrets have gone down now for you.
Oh god, that card.
Oof. Yeah.
So I'm gonna.
Nah, so Saber Bow. Say that bow. Juggler, Ping, kill that. 2/2. Ooh, you're into the. You actually have a chance. Even then, how many fireballs did he get from that thing?
I don't. I think just 2, and I think he spent them all. I think.
He has 7, 10, 13, 14. He needs 2 damage. He probably needs. Hype.
Yeah, he's gonna get 14. Yeah, well played. Damn it, he's got me.
Ooh, wait! That's a flame trap. You win most likely.
Oh.
Ooh, clutch. He fucked up. He just fucked up lethal, unless he has double fireball in his hand. And actually, never mind. He loses regardless. I forgot about that. That's an 8/7. Rip. Close.
Well, wait.
Maybe. Maybe. I mean, he needs 2 more down. He might lose. If he goes for face, it's like you win. You could actually win this. Fucking rank 15 plays. It's happening.
So if he attacks me, yep, there he goes. All right.
That's height.
Oh, he's done. I think I won.
I think so.
Yeah, unless he's got.
He has to attack his 7/5 and 2/3/2. Unless he's
He's gonna get me a fire.
Frostbolt? He's gonna frostbolt you. He's gonna BM you the fuck. BM you the fuck down, boys.
Nah, he's hesitant. He doesn't know.
He's BMing you for sure. This is light rank 15 BM.
You know, I think the most BM characters I come up against are priests.
Oh, does he? Oh, that's an ice block. That's a sad day, boys. That's a shitty top deck.
All right, so we're gonna. Fuck.
Bum bum bum. Bum bum. Oh, okay, you win. Mirror entity. He tried to juke you. GG. Wow, that 90-10 right there. I always forget. Well, in any other situation, you would have lost, but rank 15 though.
Yep. So I,
Oh
I,
god.
I saw well played. Like someone made a post today in Hearthstone about well played being a BM thing to say,
Kinda is.
and I
It's
like
like an early GG.
so. Oh, I hate that so much.
See, it's exactly like that. It's
Well,
exactly.
so that's the thing. When I say well played, I mean genuinely. Hey, you fucking had me on my heels. I feel like
But
I
if
was
you're
like,
opposing well, if you're like that, if it's his turn and he says well played, and before he like wins, then yeah, it's
yeah.
kind of it's kind of BM-ish.
I don't know. I don't mean it that way. So I hope that guy one day sees the show and knows I didn't mean it that way. But I like the I hate the fucking priests, man, when they're like, thank you, sorry, thank you. Ugh.
Yeah.
All right, so let me make sure I got the right screen up. We do have the right screen up. Cool. So we talked about this a little before. We're going into arena. Before we choose our deck, before we choose our hero,
Mm.
what? Tell me about arena. What is it about arena? What is the challenge? What is it that makes it a special and unique, fun, if not frustrating thing to do?
The cool thing about draft is, well, there's two ways to approach it. You can either choose cards at random, or choose cards that move towards your mana curve. Most people don't really know what a mana curve is. I actually didn't really know until 6 months into the game. But what a mana curve is, it's as you can see the 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I like to think of it as a sine wave from mathematics. You want the beginning, like 0, 1, 2. You don't want to have too many. Like the number one card you really want is the card in the middle, which is 4. I guess that's kind of in the middle. You want to have a lot of 4-drop. 4-drops are pretty much the most valuable cards in the game. You don't want to run too many 6 and 7 drops. Usually, I like to have one, like 2 big drops. That means anything above 6 and 7, and then try to situate my mana cards that I choose between 4 and 5, and 2 and 3. So as much as I can, because the more cards you can play in arena, the better it is. It's not like in constructed, where constructed is a different type of beast, because mana curve kind of matters, but sometimes it doesn't matter. But what really matters in arena is that you have cards to play every turn. You don't want to be missing turns, because in constructed, as you can see in like high level play, sometimes just armoring up with a warrior might be the best play for that turn, not playing a minion. But usually in arena, you want to play something down during your turn, and that's just pretty much what it is: playing minions and trading well.
All right. Now, do you take that into different consideration depending on who you're going to pick? Such as, like you said, the warrior. I go for possibly the riskier higher drops in that versus if I was playing another character.
No, it's just in general they're about the same. Warrior, you really have to get lucky and get a lot of weapons to make it good. So choosing warrior in arena is kind of bad, even if you love it, just because the amount of luck that goes into drafting a good warrior is a bit too high.
Okay.
Hunter is good, but it's hard. It's kind of like warrior. You kind of need to draft into your secrets, and his hero power is, while it may seem nice in arena, you actually want like a hero power like either a mage. Mage can clear minions on board. Paladins put a 1/1 on the board. Shaman's good-ish. It depends what, if you have to get Lightning Storm for Shaman, because board clear is like board clear is pretty much what makes Shaman even slightly useful in competitive play. But even then, Lightning Storm's a little bit RNG-ish, so that's why you don't always see Shaman in competitive play, because a lot of players don't like the element factor to Lightning Storm.
Now,
But other than that, it's probably out of these three, if you wanted to go for the solid choice, would be Thrall, the Shaman. If you wanted to feel a little fun and a little bit lucky, you choose the Hunter choice. And if you're feeling dumb, you choose the Warrior. Wow, nice.
so before we go into this, for those who don't know, can you explain RNG?
RNG is real life luck inside of a game. That's the way I say it. That's all it is. It's just luck.
There we go.
Computerized luck.
Okay, so we've started. We've chosen Shaman.
Mm.
And one of the rare things that seems to happen is we have legendary cards to pick from.
Yeah, you do.
So we've got Alakar the Windlord. This is a 8/3/5. And it's Wind Fury, Charge, Divine Shield, and Taunt. King Mukla. That's a 3, which gives you a 5/5, but you give your opponent 2 bananas as a battle cry. And then you have Lotheb, which is a 5 for 5/5. And on the next turn, your enemy spells cost 5 more. So, what are you thinking? Or how should I look at this?
The way I see it, a lot of people will go for Alakir the Windlord, and it might be even an okay choice. The problem with Alakir the Windlord is the reason why he's good in constructed is because you can count on drafting, or you can count on that you'll have a either Flame Tongue Sword or Rockbiter. Without that, he's kind of a bad card for 8 mana. I mean, yeah, you might be able to kill 1 minion with what, 3 damage maybe.
Yeah.
But personally, I think in Arena, and since this is our first card of choice, and we don't know what's coming in the future, Lotheb is just a solid card all around.
Okay.
It's a 5/5/5, and it can help you in a sticky situation like mages, because mages are pretty OP in Arena. So having a Lotheb will get you far.
All right.
Here's you got 2 choices really. Dark Iron Dwarf, solid all around card. Cult Master works in Shaman pretty well just because you can have your totems out every turn. If they die, you draw a card. But it's kind of RNG-ish. You might as well use a Dark Iron Dwarf on a totem, and then the totem can attack. So I take the Dark Iron Dwarf.
Now, are we making any part of this decision based on the fact that we're this early in the draft?
Dark Iron Dwarf is good with any card really.
Okay.
It's 4. Like that's our key number is number 4, and a 4-drop is a good drop. Hex, without a doubt. The moment you see a Hex, you take it. Hex or Lightning Storm, usually Lightning Bolt. Those are like insta takes. So you don't even think about it. And has Dingoes. Those are great cards. Also known as Senjin Shieldmaster.
I was running through the different characters' sayings in my head, like, all right, wait, is that all right? Yeah, obviously that's the troll. Now this is the second time we've seen him, the Worgen Infiltrator. How do we look at this card, and how do we look at stealth cards in general?
In Arena, he's kind of, if he's like your worst choice, you take him. Stealth cards like Black Panther. I think it's a Black Panther. I don't know. It's a Panther. It's a 3-drop. It's a 4/2. That one's acceptable. The 5/5 Stranglethorn Tiger is really good. Actually, it's very good in Arena. Usually can take that. I usually take that when I can. I want to say Unbound Elemental in this position. Unfortunately, I think we can, because there's still 26 cards we can choose from, and the most likely at least a good 3 to 4 of them should have Overload. So let's take that.
Okay.
Zerd Drake is like one of the best cards in Arena because everybody can use a little spell damage, everybody loves 5-drops, and everybody likes to draw a card. So 100% out of these 3 you would take as Zerd Drake. The Cobra's crap, and the Demolisher's also pretty crap.
Okay. And now
just because Cobra can easily die to like just a bunch of random 3 damage spell cards, so you kind of waste a turn playing it down sometimes.
Okay, sounds good.
Direwolf Alpha for sure. Goldshire Footman sucks, and Boar is a boar. At least with the Direwolf Alpha, you can use it with your totems and make them a little buffed.
Okay.
This is the type of sit. This hand is like you want to choose one of your big late game minions, and since we're playing with totems, Stormwind Champion's probably the better choice. Even though it costs 1 more mana, there's a higher chance you'll probably have like at least 2 totems around the time you play that down, so you can at least maybe make your totems a little bit more useful. So I'd say Stormwind Champion for sure.
Okay, now looking at Acolyte of Pain, this is one I see a lot in arenas. With Acolyte of Pain, is this a valuable card to have in general, or is this usually like the lesser of 3 evils?
Yeah, the lesser of 3. I mean, it's nice to have a draw, but especially if you get it in your hand early, it'll be a waste. It's kind of a wasteful drop. Most people just go around you, because I mean that's what arena is. They won't trade into that because there's no point to trade into that for the most part. So yeah. Ooh.
Now, we want the weapon or the forked lightning?
Take the weapon. We still have lots of time to draw into board clear.
Okay. Now, before we advance to this, why do we go for the weapon?
It's good for clearing in general. Fork Lightning's RNG-ish, and it gives you 2 Overload, which nobody likes. And the random 2 kind of sucks.
All right, now with weapons and trading in general, before we move on, when do you consider, okay, that's worth taking out that 2-hit? How much damage are you willing to take to clear an animal off the board or a creature card of sorts off the board?
Yeah, that's pretty situational. I mean, early game you can be pretty free about it, but it also depends what hero you're playing against. Against a hunter, you might want to not trade as much because he's doing at least minimum 2 damage a turn, taking 4 from a huffer. But it depends. If you have to, you have to, and then you just deal with it. But it's just good to have an axe with you at all times.
Okay, so we got here. You've already discounted Demolisher. We have left Feral Spirit and Gadgetzan Auctioneer.
Feral Spirit like 95% of the time. It's so good.
We want those taunts, right? We want to avoid damage to ourselves.
All other 2 cards are bad. You take Unbound Elemental. No value in the other ones. Just the 5/1 and the 1/4. Just terrible drops. Ooh, interesting. You take Flame Tongue for sure. I mean, it's nice to have Wolf Rider and Leopard Gnomes, but Flame Tongues, like I said, with your totems on the board can really, or anything on the board really, is just for 2 mana is just pretty insane.
Okay, so you've actually, all right. So this is I think one of the first hands where we've seen all 3 are of some value to it. So Leopard Gnome, you're gonna at least get 2 damage out of it.
Yeah, but you want at least whenever you take a Leopard Gnome, you usually want 4, and arena's kind of filled with mages and paladins.
Right.
So it's against a mage, you're never going to get more than 2, and then it's hardly worth the drop. And Wolf Rider is nice for clearing, but at the same time, if you take a Flame Tongue totem, you lose a random free totem or some random minion they have on the board, and it just gives you more durability and flexibility with your board.
All right, we take it. Now, I know Divine Shield cards are extremely annoying, and you've already said that Stranglethorn Tiger is a good 5/5 for 5.
Yep, I take it. I mean, in terms of 3 drops, we're kind of on the high end. Sort of, we got Feral Spirits and 2 Unbound Elementals, and having a 5/5 doesn't hurt.
Now, is Ancestral Healing any value?
Nope.
Nope. All right.
Nope. We already have a Dire Wolf. Reincarnate's kind of RNG, like gimmick. Like, it's already gimmicky and constructed. It's beyond gimmicky in arena. Loot Hoarder, I'd probably take it. You get some draw. I always try to get like a few draw cards, maybe like 2, if I can, in my arena decks, just because draw is nice.
Okay. So now, do we want an instant 2 damage, or do we want?
Like the axe again. It's good to have. Yeah, axe is good. This is always good. Ooh, Rockbiter, awesome. Other 2 cards are pretty trash, as we know. I take Loot Hoarder in this position again. Grizzly's not terrible, but like we already have how many taunts do we have? We have technically 2 with Feral Spirits and a Taz Dingo. So we already have like 3 taunts in the deck, which is already getting kind of high for arena. And if Loot Hoarders they'll be pretty sick to have 2 Loot Hoarders in your deck. Pretty good odds of getting it early game, so I definitely go for Loot Hoarder.
Okay.
Ooh.
Now we're faced with another Windspeaker, a Tauren Warrior, and a Stormwind Champion. Another Stormwind Champion.
I'd probably go with Tauren Warrior here. Windspeaker's usually bad value. It doesn't really hard to get value with Tauren Warrior, and with Rockbiters and Flame Tongues and Direwolf Alphas, you'll probably get a decent trade-off somewhere in there.
Okay. Bloodlust, Harvest Golem, and Razorfin Hunter.
Harvest Golem is probably the best 3-drop in arena you can ever get in your life. Bloodlust is too gimmicky, and only having one in your deck, the RNG is too high to get it. That'll be even useful when you get it.
All right,
It's
remember that,
just, it's just,
folks.
it's just too. I mean, it's fun to take it if you got nothing else to choose. But Golem, you'll get always at least. You'll at least use 2 cards to kill it.
Okay.
Minimum. Yeah.
All right.
We don't have a 6-drop yet. I mean, the good thing is we have a lot of. I mean, and Feral Spirit would be nice. We have no 6-drop yet, and Sunwalker's a pretty sick card as a 6-drop, and it's a taunt. So either way, we take a taunt.
Okay.
Yeah, I'd go with Sunwalker. Some part of me wants to take Feral Spirit, but Sunwalker's probably better.
I mean, it's got Divine Shield, right? So, I mean, it still technically has 2 taunts.
Yeah, especially in Arena, it's so hard to deal with. Like, every time I see a Sunwalker come down, I'm just very sad person. Because I know I'll have to sometimes even trade up to 3 minions into it.
Okay, so now let me take this shot, right?
Sure.
All right, so we got Windspeaker. We've already decided that Windspeaker is hard to get value out of. Reincarnate, I think you said it's gimmicky, right?
Too gimmicky.
Too gimmicky, because you're going to destroy many and return it to full health. That's really just a full heal. And maybe if you've got a Battle Cry, it'll work on that, but we really don't have anything crazy with the Battle Cries. So we're going to go with Flame Tongue Totem. It gives, we can give our totems attack. So
I would go with Flame Tongue. Yes.
All right.
2 Flame Tongue is better than 1.
That was an easy choice. I really didn't have to work for that one.
Ooh, you're a little bummer, I would say. Patrock is never a good choice, like ever. Never. And Archmage, well, we have yet to actually get a spell power item.
Yeah.
So he's also kind of clunky for 6 mana, and you can do some crazy ass things with Mad Bomber. So Mad Bomber for sure.
Okay, now it's between all other characters. So is this something that later in the game we're going to be thinking, we're so far into it we don't want to risk losing certain characters, or?
It's all situational. Mad Bomber, man, he's a crazy little dude.
Okay.
It's hard to say.
All right, so now we got Bloodfin Raptor, Reckless Rocketeer, and Oasis Snapjaw.
Definitely Oasis Snapjaw. You got so many things in your deck that buff attack.
Okay.
And you don't have a lot of 4-drops right now, so you need 4-drops.
All right. So then with that logic behind it, do we want to get a draw with the 2/4, or do we want to get a Divine Shield, which is always annoying?
Always go for the draw. And
Okay.
because we have so many buffs for damage, Direwolf, Flame Tongues, all this junk, it's so good. Wow. This is a weird, crazy draft. Elven Arch, I don't know. It's like, it's a tough one. Most likely go with Direwolf Alpha.
All right.
Just keep going with these buffs. It's pretty insane. All right, we're getting into 25 out of 30. Unfortunately, we have to take Lightning, Fork Lightning. We were hoping at the beginning of because I think it was at card 3 or 4 we got Fork Lightning.
Yep.
But we didn't take it at the time because we were hoping to draw into something better in terms of board clear, and it looks like at this point we probably won't. So
Take what we can get.
pretty much.
All right, so we take the Forked Lightning. Fire Elemental, I find
100. The
annoying.
moment you see it, take it. There's nothing better than Fire Elemental. It's just like done.
Now, do we want another Stormforge Axe? Do we want a little bit of heal out of
Heal.
Earthling first here? All right.
If we didn't have a weapon, we'd probably take the weapon.
Okay.
But since we do,
Now, is the Hex still a grab?
yep, instant.
Okay.
It's like your best 4 on board clear right now.
Okay, take away the Hex for a second. Let's just look at Nightblade Mad Scientist. We haven't seen a Nightblade yet, so how do we feel about this card?
Nightblade?
Yeah.
Yeah, you take it if you don't have a choice. It's not bad, but it's not great either.
Okay. And
It's probably better in Hunter. Cards like that are better in Hunter and probably Mage decks. Those are only 2 Arena decks I'd probably choose them in, just because there's direct damage type of deal.
Now, I don't think I'd ever take Mad Scientist in a Hearthstone deck. I'm sorry, not Hearthstone, in a
Shaman?
Arena deck. Because
Arena maybe if you get lucky in a Mage / Pally / Hunter, but it obviously not for Shaman because there's no secrets for Shaman.
Right, exactly, and I really don't, I don't see too many secrets coming up. So with that, let's segue to a different question.
Sure.
At the beginning, do you ever choose a card and plan around that card?
I play a different style of Arena, which took a while to understand, and because I've never used a guide in my life, but I average like 6, 7, 8-ish wins.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of just play what's given to me. I don't really build around. I try kind of like we kind of built around stuff here. You try to think about what you'll get in the future, but what it all comes down to is like if you want to, if any viewer or whatever person ever wants to do arena, just look at the cards that you're given and you just choose the most valuable of those three, the
Okay.
ones that will be most useful to you in a deck, and that comes with experience, of course. So you just go with the most useful and most mana curvy type of deal, and you'll do all right.
All right. So now we've got Wild Pyromancer, Death Lord, and Mind Control Tech. Death Lord, you take the risk of getting a really bad creature.
It's so I hate it in arena. Like I've tried to like use an arena. Every time I've used it, it's backfired so bad. It's not worth it. It is so bad. I hate it. Wild Pyromancer is. How many spells do we have right now? Let me count. We got 1, 2, 3. You don't really want to use the Feral Spirit. No, there's not enough spells. I mean, it would be nice as a pseudo board clear card, but Mind Control Tech will be better for us because a lot of people are bad and will play 4 minions on the board, or 5, 6, 7. So Mind Control Tech for sure.
All right, so we've got our deck, buddy.
It's not bad. It would be nice with a Lightning Storm, but we make up for it with good minion trading cards, so it actually might not matter.
Okay, so to recap what we've discussed, the primary thing we went over was the mana curve, and that is sticking around that 3 to 4.
Yeah, it would have been nice to get more 4-drops, but it's sometimes what Blizzard gives you. I've played arenas where I didn't get a 4-drop then out of all 30 cards, and that's just life.
Such is life.
That's it. I mean, there's nothing you can do about it. I mean, if they don't give it to you, they don't give it to you, and that's it. I mean, sucks, but it is what it is. But a lot of 2-drops isn't terrible. A lot of those 2-drops, when you look at the mana curve, you have to also think about, are those actually 2-drops? Like Flametongue Totem, you wouldn't play turn 2 because I mean it's kind of useless. So it's not really a turn 2 card. Right. It's more of a turn 3, 4 card. So in a way, we do get a lot of 4 mana drops.
Okay. All right. Well, here we go. All right. So now this is our draft. We've got Lotheb, we've got Unbound Elemental, Direwolf Alpha, and Flametongue Totem. Walk me through what I should be thinking right here. I got the coin.
Yeah. I'd probably throw everything but Earthbound Elemental just because we do have that coin. Because we have quite a few... Actually, we only have not that many things that would buff them up too early, to be honest. I think I would have actually keep the Direwolf Alpha, throw everything else.
Okay.
Alright.
Just as cards aren't good early game or good with...
Nah, you kind of want to go for the low mana stuff early game. I mean, having fun... Like, that hand would be good for Constructed. For Arena, you kind of want to aim for the lower minion cards in your deck. So, that's about it. And turn. That's not much to do this turn. I mean, you could coin the Wolf, but yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, like, keeping Lotheb is, like, would have been okay, but there's not many... You kind of want to... Versus Druid, the mana curve for them kind of works weird.
So what do I worry about against a Druid?
Swipe. Swipe is probably the only thing you have to worry about.
So I've got...
Since you have two Direwolf Alphas, so you might as well put down your Direwolf Alpha. You don't want them to gain board control. The most important thing is don't let them get board control, especially in a deck where you're kind of low on the whole board clear. I mean, you have 2 of your 3 board clear cards in your hand right now, so you have to think about that. If he goes to your face, it'd be nice, but I doubt he will. Oh well. The dream. This situation, pretty simple. I mean, just want to play down the Tauren Warrior. Just because it's a 2/3 and he doesn't have much on the board.
Nope. And if he attacks, I mean, he could take me out. No, he couldn't take me out right now.
Yeah.
Check your Skype, by the way.
Oh yeah. Sorry, this is like full screen.
No worries.
Let me go back to my full screen. Exciting. Ooh. It's got a nasty-ish board. It's not a bad board, though. I mean, it's a shame that you've drawn into all 3 of your cards right now, but
Do I
in this
want-
situation, well, you could roll the dice, and you could go for 25% chance on that Yeti, or yeah, it's not that much of a good chance. Well, it's not a.
I think I have a good chance. So I have a 50% chance of getting a card that could help me in the future because I could still buff up some imps if I got those, or I force him to use his imps on his own imps.
Because what's gonna happen next turn if you do that? He's gonna run. He's gonna run his 4/5 into you.
Mm-hmm.
I just hex it. We have 2 hexes. You just get rid of it. Kill it! Kill it! Kill it! Kill it!
Almost. Oh, wow, that was close.
Too close for me. Trying to host it right now. I think I'm typing /host. /host. Why isn't it working? Maybe Twitch is things fucking up. Because I was hosting you before I turned it on.
Yep, it was just because you had tried typing it in Skype and it doesn't like that. All right.
Ooh, what do we got here?
So he is taking out my.
Such a sick turn. Because you get to put down Earthbound Elemental and Fork Lightning and tell them to have a nice day.
Alright, so this is gonna. Alright, so when you play a card with Overlord, get 1/1. I want to play my card with 2 Overloads, so he gets 2/2, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
what do you mean with 2? Oh, I thought no. No, it's only per Overload card that you play. But regardless, it's still a strong board. Like that was the only play you really had.
Yep, that was a good play.
Yeah. The only thing even if he swipes you right now, he still has to waste his entire turn to kill that. Because swipe is only for 4. Then you have to use his hero power to do that. So if he does that, that's a pretty good turn for you because he wastes for an entire turn, and he takes 2. But he puts down a nice little taunt, which is fine.
Bam. Alright. So we could hex it. Or.
We only have 1 hex left in the deck, which sucks, and our hand is kind of. I'd run 3. I'd attack him for 3, and then heal him up. Put down your 3/3.
Okay.
Yeah, that's pretty solid. It's the best probably play you could make that turn. It's doing what it can.
Alright. So. And we can spell draw a card. And. How much. So I assume that in Arena, especially, card lead is definitely huge, right?
It's nice to have, definitely. You feel happy about having card lead. But it's not the biggest thing, but, having a decent sized hand is very important.
How worried am I about that 4/4?
Not much. I mean, it'd be hard for him to get super value. You definitely don't want to hex it. You'd probably just place a Tiger down this turn and Totem up, and then move on with your day.
Alright. So, say taunt up?
Yeah.
What is my taunt?
I mean, Totem up.
Totem up. Oh, okay.
I don't know if I said taunt or Totem.
Do I want to do my Gnomish?
Oh, no. Put down your 5/5.
5/5. Alright. Got
That
it.
way, if he's thinking about, like, some swipe or something, or...
If he getting froggy.
Yeah, worst case next turn. We'll see. It's kind of rough without Lightning Storm, but I think we can make it work. We haven't still drawn into, like, Flame Tongue Totems and all these weapons. Oh, thank God we save Hex. That's why I save Hex. Like, if you only have 1 Hex in your deck, and you're playing against a Druid, like, expect, like, a big-ass minion to come down. Like, you just have to save it. That's just life. There's no doubt about that you Hex this turn.
Alright.
And option... I think you should lay down a Gnomish Inventor and coin the totem.
Alright, now, why?
And you don't attack. Or we'll see what totem we get. We'll see. Yeah, I wouldn't attack this.
Alright.
Okay, go ahead.
Why did I choose Gnomish Inventor over getting 2 taunts out?
Our hand's pretty shit. And if he's our hand's pretty bad right now. If we don't have a good turn sometime soon, not a happy day. Also, you can wait and use Unbound Elemental and Feral Spirit together. I don't think we had the mana that turn because of the Hex.
Okay.
So you want to kind of combo those two.
Got it.
Yeah. And then for, what is that, 6/8? For 8 mana, you can lay down Unbound Feral and put the wolves between the 2 spirits so they become 3/3s.
Okay.
So they can buff a little bit more damage. Wow, this guy drafted good.
Jeez.
This is gonna be a troublesome day. All right. No.
Stormbound Elemental, right?
I think we should first mind control to see what we get.
Okay.
Hope to God.
Nice! Get out.
25% just changed this entire game. 25%. Can you believe that? Oh my gosh, go buy a lottery ticket today.
How do you all right, how are you getting these percentages?
25. Well, it's 1 out of 4, right? It chooses one random minion.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. Never mind. I thought you because you were calling my percentages of winning in the other games, so I didn't know if you were like doing some super.
No, yeah,
stuff.
you're probably at 25% at that point, also. To be honest, to be perfectly honest, that did not look like a good situation. Now this situation is good. Don't want to see, the problem is you don't want to overinvest your board.
Okay.
I mean, the only thing you can really do is swipe you, which isn't that bad because you're only really worried about poison seeds in theory, but nobody really chooses poison seeds. All right, quickly, Earthbound Elemental and an Axe. And Axe the 01, run the 5/5 into the 4/4, and 2 to the face.
Bam. Bam.
Even if he does have swipe, he won't, he could swipe the 2/4, that dies, but everything stays alive. He can't really swipe the 5/10, he can't swipe the 3/5. He can't, he can swipe, he can, there's not much he can swipe other than the 2/4 right now. Unless he has double swipe, which would suck, that'd be quite bad luck. It's the only thing you have to really worry about at this point. And if the other board clear card that Druid has is Starfall, which only does 2 across the board, so that doesn't really scare you.
Oh!
And GG. Wow, easy. 25% won that game. The Dream, 1-0. Retire, 100% win rate, easy.
And I unlocked my Bloodlust. I
That's
never played
amazing.
Shaman, ever.
Thank you up. I have a rule where I always queue up instantly after a win. It's like a superstitious thing, man. It's my superstitious life. Gotta have a superstitious life.
Alright,
when you play Hearthstone.
As we go into the next one, you were talking about over-investing your board, right? So
that's something you have to really worry about when you play a mage. Mages with them the skill strikes.
Yep.
Strikes.
Skill strikes.
And just in general, you want to keep. You don't want to. My usual I don't know. It's not like a rule, but if you have a decent amount of damage on the board, and he doesn't pose too big of a threat, then why overinvest your board? I mean, you're just potentially setting up for a dumb hazard of losing.
Ring the doorbell. That means I need you to get outside.
Rip.
All right. So what are you thinking?
I'm thinking that. Wait, accidentally alt tab. Mad Bomber for sure, especially against Paladins. They're so good because those random, pretty much you get value turn 2. You just lay down a Mad Bomber, you more than likely will kill something on the board. I really want to keep this hand because it's
it's low. It's kind of
you could coin into keep throw the elm or the ground flame tongue totem.
All right.
We're gonna be crazy.
Oh, all right.
Because ideally you could do coin, turn 2 into the 3, the 2/4. Next turn you do Feral Spirits, so he's buffed. I swear, it's like either it's my luck or something, because every time I throw away a card, I get it back. It's either I'm playing or someone else is playing. It always happens. It's
No,
ridiculous.
I think I've got that same streak of luck because that happens to me all the time.
Yeah. So yeah, end turn, because we're saving that coin for Unbound Elemental. I think against Paladin, like, there's nothing a Paladin can do to even do 4 damage to a minion turn 4. I mean, turn 2.
Mm-hmm.
So the best he's going to do next turn most likely is put down a 1/1 minion with
So-
his totem or with his hero power.
So do I want to coin this bomber or?
No. Just
Okay.
wait for Unbound Elemental, because we're going to set up for some value plays. Pretty
Value
play.
plays.
Because what's going to happen, we're going to coin out the Elementals, these are 2/4, and then the next turn you have 3 mana, since it's going to be turn 3. And then you will just Feral Spirits, so you'll have a 2/3, 2/3, and a 3/5 on the board. So it's pretty OP.
All right. So am I gonna go ahead and bomber now?
No, coin the Unbound. Coin the Unbound.
Oh, coin them bomber. Got it. All right.
Because it sets up for the Overlord play, Overload. And it also sets he can't consecrate you. He can't. I mean, even if he gets a weapon, he has to go through 2 taunts to clear it. The only thing you can do right now is Blessing of Might and kill that, which is unlikely. All right, pretty good turn.
That's annoying.
That's fine.
All right.
So this is your turn. This is your turn where you make that nice play of playing down Feral Spirits,
Okay. Feral spirits. Bam.
and then you run your 3/5 into the 4/3.
Right.
For
So now
obvious-
I've got
just-
2 taunts that can't really die this next turn.
Oh, even if he has Conk, and that's not a really good Conk turn, because then
Consecrate.
I don't know. I call it Conk. Is it Conk? Consecrate.
Yeah. No. Conk is good. I now get what you were talking about.
You could only lose, like, only thing that clears his board is a end turn.
Oh,
is
yep.
a Pyromancer quality, which is highly unlikely in Arena. Highly. And then next turn, since you can't clear this, you just put down that Flame Tongue and roll to the face, and it's like GG at that point. You can't come back from that much damage in 1 turn.
Especially not in arena, right?
Yeah. I did put down a Hammer Wrath, but he wastes an entire turn to clear a minion that does 2 damage, you know?
Yeah.
So it's just like, whatever. Now this turn you could go balls to the walls with your Flame Tongue Totem, since you're going to be overloaded by 2. But that's just the perfect mana curve that we worked out there.
Why do I have? I played a card with Overload. Oh.
Yes, the spirits.
Oh. I never. You know, I didn't know that about Shaman because I don't play Shaman. So lesson
okay.
learned.
But
All
there
right.
you go. It worked out. Well, I knew it was gonna. No, not that. Oh, Flame Tongue Totem. Flame
Flame
Tongue
tongue.
Totem.
Oh yeah.
It would have been nice if he had the other 2/3. But what his hand just showed us means what that whatchamacallit, that Hammer of Wrath showed us. It means he doesn't have Consecrate, because he would have used Consecrate last turn if he had it, because it would have killed your it would have killed your Unbound, and it would have brought your 2 doggies to 2/1, and he would have traded with his 1/1, which is obviously the right play. Oh, that's cute. Well,
All right. So I'm gonna lose.
he
the
top
Unbound.
decked that, which is a little bit unfortunate.
Yep.
It happens. But you know what? You did 9 damage. He's used 2 clear cards already in the game, and he hasn't really achieved much, so life's not that bad. It would have been nice to keep the stuff alive, but
Yeah.
it's life.
Let me see if I can come into this one and make the right decision, right? So we got 5.
All right.
Now, Lotheb's going to make the next turn for him cost... He probably won't be able to spend anything the next turn.
Nah.
All right. So then I could do...
I think the sweet spot, like time to play a Lotheb for the most part, in general, if you don't know when to play it, is like turn 6/7. Because anything that's at least 3 mana spell becomes 8 mana, so they waste. If they want to, they would have to waste an entire turn to play a spell. So that's like the best kind of like cock block thing. But against Paladins, since their Consecrate costs 4 mana, that becomes 9. It's pretty much fine after turn 5. But since he pretty much showed he doesn't have Consecrate in his hand from the previous turns, it's like 2 right plays this turn. It's your choice. Which one you do? Which one you want to do?
I'm thinking Oasis Snapjaw, and then next turn, because that's going to give him +2 with that totem, unless that totem dies. And then next turn I could do Rockbiter Weapon. Is that what we're?
I'd probably just lay down the draw card and then
Okay.
Rockbiter into the 2/2, because who knows what he's planning with that card. So I'd Rockbiter and then trade. No, 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 no,
Oh,
no.
I fucked up.
It's okay, trade regardless. It's
So
fine, I suppose.
what did you want to trade? I guess with the Rockbiter.
Trade. You could Rockbiter yourself. I don't know if you know that.
I did not know that.
Okay. I thought you knew.
No.
But then I kind of should have inferred from the part you didn't play Sham. But that's fine. You can Rockbiter yourself, and life's good. But this way, you drew an extra card. You milled through your deck a little bit faster. That's what you want to usually do, is kind of go through your deck faster, and just move on with life. That's usually the play. Okay, because things were a little bit funky last turn. I believe we will have to trade the 4 into a 4/4, or the 4 into the 5/4.
Mm-hmm.
Lay down. How much mana do you have? 5. You could probably just lay down the taunt guy.
Okay.
But first trade. Kind of clear that out. I play down the taunt guy. And I should have told you quickly. Just because totems spawn on the right side, there's just a slight misplacement. Yes, but now you know. Just so it's like, always remember that totems spawn on the right, or any hero power that summons anything spawns on the right.
Lesson learned.
So if you place it on the left, this way you just get slightly more value, and that's about it. But it's fine, just totem up and end turn. It's not
Hey, if I didn't make mistakes and you told me everything to do, yeah, no one would get anything. So
exactly. You know, if I just it's like someone telling you how to do a math question, and then you're like, oh yeah, and then when you do it yourself, you're like, oh. So.
All right. So what's up with that chicken? I just disenchanted 2 of those so I could get some dust the other day.
There's nothing up with that chicken.
Nothing up with that chicken. He apparently thinks there's something up with that chicken.
He went full bad mode for a second. That's okay.
Holy chicken 10.
That's okay. He misplayed. He thought Aldor Peacekeeper would buff down the guy's damage to 1, which it's what it says, but his damage isn't like, you can't buff down a buff because that's coming from the Flame Totem, right?
Yep.
Right. All right. What would you do here?
All right. So here. All right. So I need to get rid of that chicken. Either way. I'd say that I'm gonna do Fire Elemental. Get rid of it.
Get rid of what?
Get rid of the chicken.
Why?
Because that chicken's got 10 damage on it, and he could easily take out the my taunt with.
But what else has 3 damage on it? Or else has 3 HP?
Well, his other guy has 3 HP.
And how much did that totem cost you? Nothing. Didn't cost you nothing. Totem cost you nothing. You could trade. You could clear both cards, and you'll have a sick board.
Wait. With what?
Run the 2. It's a 10/2, so you can run your 2/2 totem because it's buffed into the 10/2, and then Fire Elemental the 3/3. That way you trade the board.
So I get rid of the taunt.
Yeah, you get rid of everything, and you have a sick board.
Got it. So I don't mind that I get rid of the taunt because he doesn't have anything on the field.
I mean, when you trade in a totem, totems are like free. There are things that just didn't come out of your deck. It came out of space, and you got them for free, and it's awesome.
Got it.
That's why you always want to trade any totem, any type of token. That's called a token card. In a grand scheme of things. Anything that you get for free that is not from your deck is a token.
Okay.
So token cards, insta trade for sure.
Got it.
All right, you're gonna pray the RNG gods, lay down Mad Bomber, hope that it hits 2. Or actually, you're gonna play a lot this turn. You're praying so much. Okay, that's fine. I mean, whatever. Then you're gonna put down a totem.
All right, totem. All right, it's a good totem.
You're gonna fork lightning, and I suppose you lay down the golem, and then you go for face.
Oh,
Sweet.
it hurts him. It hurts.
I mean, yeah. I mean, you could have technically ran the 6/5 into the 4/4, but then you risk of dying to Mad Bomber, which nobody wants that to happen. You get consecrated, still not bad because your 6/4 is still alive and your 2/3 is still alive.
Yeah.
That's why Golem's the best card, because even if you do kill it, it's still alive after. I don't know what's this. Oh, he's got. Either way, he's not gonna clear this board in any effective manner. Next turn is just do whatever you want turn, to be honest. I mean, I'd probably Lotheb, just play it safe. Lotheb and Doggy. Oh no! Gotta work in that position.
Oh man, that zone
One
out.
day, I believe, one day the positioning will become part of you.
Oh.
Just always, just take like a few seconds before you play down a card and say, "Can I position?" Like that's usually what I do through my head. First, I say, "Do I have lethal?" No. Can I position anything a different way? No. And if you just keep asking yourself questions, and eventually you'll find the right answer, and then you win. Life's pretty awesome. That's okay. Sort of, but it's okay.
All right, so he's got some damage on the board now. He's got 13 damage.
That's okay.
So
I will Dark Iron Dwarf. Either way, it's kind of a shitty. I think you have to trade regardless.
Or I could direwolf. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a bit unfortunate situation with that 6/3 on board.
So
Either way,
I could direwolf. All right, so I could Dark Iron Dwarf, give this guy +2, and then direwolf Alpha in between these two and give it another 1.
True.
And then take out that taunt.
True. That's what I would do. And then I'd totem up to see what totem you get, and I hope to God it's the defense totem. And it's not. Your choice, since you have the board and the card advantage. In theory, you do have card advantage because you have a 6/5 on the board. I mean, you have 4 cards on the, or 3 technically.
Actually, real quick, let's take a break. All right, I gotta take care of something real quick.
All right, bro.
All right, be right back, guys.
Well, I would run my 6/5 into the face, just because tis pretty simple. It's pretty simple. That's what I would do. I still can't figure out why I can't host him. I'm very confused. I'm trying to host Lycan right now, but it's just not working. And the struggle is real.
Reporting for duty. Little time. Reporting for duty.
I'm an idiot and like forgot that obviously you can't pause this shit. So
been watching. I've been like, no, let me. No, we can still win this. Don't worry about it.
all right. So
Game.
where we at?
We are at hexing the 4/4 and laying down Sunwalker.
That ketchup, right?
Yep. Don't worry. We're being. This is like the sickest, most meanest level of BM you will ever serve to these motherfuckers. This should have the BM at this point. Oh fuck. That's okay. I see that's not a big deal. Maybe it is. Actually, it's not a big deal. It's okay. I still believe. It's dishing out the BM, easy peasy.
We have the card lead, right?
Just drop everything on the board straight into the 5/4 and call it and totem up. The 4/5 is gonna die.
All right.
The 4/5 is gonna get wrecked, but it's okay.
So we're gonna trade out with that other 5/4.
Yep, you have to.
Goodbye.
It's a shame, but you have to. Yeah. Well, you didn't have to, but it's played safe.
One thing that I feel that I don't get often is when you trade out versus when you force them to trade, because sometimes I feel if I don't trade out on my own, then I risk them having a spell that takes away what I could have taken away from them. You get what I'm saying? Like, if I didn't attack that creature, it's like, okay, well, that creature doesn't end up forcing itself into my taunt because he just wipes my taunt with a board wipe or something like that.
Right. It's kind of our, oh wow, nice. I'm playing control first. In that situation, you didn't have to. You could have ran it into the 0/1. Like your guy, because in theory, he does have to attack into you and his board's not strong enough. But as we can see with that top deck, that little top deck that he got, it was obviously worth it for you to go straight for the minion just in case, because you already have a position on the board to win the game. You just have to wait a little bit longer, and you just don't want to risk it.
Right.
But it's fine. Looking pretty decent for you. He does a bunch of 1/1s on the board, but really not that scary. You're gonna get 2-card advantage next turn with that killing that loot hoarder, so life's pretty good. Tiger, so that's gonna be. And he's just going for face, which is pretty bad, honestly. Really. First, is there a Drake? No, always go for draw first, no matter what. Any time you have to do a decision.
Okay.
Always see what you can draw, because it's always good to kind of play like that. I just put down the Tiger because it pretty much solidifies your win. Like, there's nothing you can do to win, and then just go for face.
Now am I going for face? All right.
Yep, because there's nothing that can kill that Tiger, because he'd have to draw into Equality and Consecrate, which he can only draw 1 card, so he can't do that. So there's absolutely no way for him to win this game, and you just BM this guy to probably uninstall his game at this point.
Yeah, so by the way, guys, totally didn't mean to BM, just there was a family issue to take care of, so...
Shit happens. Shit happens. But that's what Hearthstone taught me, man. Shit happens.
Yeah?
Yeah, man, shit happens.
Damn, dude, this is the... It's all you, man, like, right now, because I've never gone 2 wins in a row.
Man, that's insane.
Oh, yeah.
That's okay. This game will be slightly more you. Let's see if you've learned anything in these past 2 games.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, for hosting, so there's like a limit on how many you can do, how frequently, so you might be able to do it again.
Maybe I try to do it or something. Or...
Yeah. Like, you only have so many commands per half hour, I think.
Okay. I'll try again.
Why is Outlook trying to leave me alone?
Alright. What's going on in this next game? Let's see you'll make the plays, and I'll tell you whether you're right or wrong, including the mulligan phase.
Alright. So I am thinking I want to keep 1 hex.
Yeah, 1 hex is usually yeah.
And do I want to try to go for some? I want to keep. I think
I'd say keep 1. Keep 1 loot hoarder. The only problem is you can ping him out for free.
True, but it's. I mean, so
anybody else, I'd say yeah, why not? Draw is draw. Versus a mage, you'll just kind of ping it off and yeah.
Might not get any damage done, right?
You won't get any board control and all that junk. It's probably not worth it. You'll be probably fighting from behind this game since you're starting with a loot. You'll be starting off with a loot hoarder most likely. So is he. Interesting. I'd actually coin out into the golem. Because if you lay down yours, he's going to ping you and he's going to attack your face for free.
Yep. So
This
now,
way, he has to like think about his trade. Because yeah, you have to get ahead of the mage. Because if the mage starts getting board control and pounding you for damage, it's not a happy day.
nope, not at all.
If that's a frostbolt, that's a good day. Because he's being mana inefficient for his turn.
Yeah, there it is.
Nice.
All right.
So- Now, alright, what would you do?
At this point, I go for the taunt. I mean, so he'd have to attack me and then use 2 mana on me, if I use the taunt. But if I use the loot hoarder, he forces a trade. Either way, I either get a card or I get to do 2 damage to him the next turn.
I would go with. I actually might go with Unbound Elemental, and then trade in.
Okay.
Just because you have Direwolf Doggy and a lot of other stuff. Yeah, and trade.
Okay.
Because if you lay down that, you can still Frostbolt you. This way you can't Frostbolt you.
Got it.
And if worst comes to worst and he puts down a 4 HP minion, you can always trade pretty easily with Direwolf Doggy or something like that, or anything really. So, yeah, alright, worked out. And now you can play down the taunt.
Okay.
And then run your 2/4 into his 1/1. Yeah.
Yeah, because, alright, so you think he's playing Murloc deck of some sort?
I don't know, he just chose it. Most likely not. I've only seen it once in a year. I've seen a 1 Murloc deck actually built in Arena.
That's, oh, okay, in Arena, yeah, true. Gotta remember we're playing Arena and not Constructed.
Yeah, but he's most likely going to ping, so he'll waste 3 mana to kill it, or Arcane Missile.
He's gotta be lucky, though. Oh, and he's lucky.
Wasn't too lucky, but worked out.
I mean, so we got our board back, right? That's a good way to look at it, for the most
Yeah,
part.
he got a little bit lucky on those things, but yeah, it's alright. It's okay. I might Loatheb here, because next turn you could trade into him, and he can't spell Loatheb.
Oh, man, thank God that had a battle cry.
Because he's trying to set up some form of tokens, and pretty much he'll shut down any form of spells from a mage, because most mages' spells start at 2 mana.
Yep.
So, what is that, 6 mana he's got? So, not a big problem. Oh, nice Hex target.
Hex and trade?
No. Trade, then Hex. You want to kill that 3/5 off. You don't want to deal with that shit.
Okay.
Yeah. And then yeah, do that. And then lay down a
Let's go. Loot order?
Let me think. The only reason why I would like a totem is because of healing stream or whatever. But yeah, okay, go Loot Horde. No, go Direwolf Doggy. Yeah,
You sure?
it's fine. Yeah. Loot Hoarder will die. We'll use Loot Hoarder for late game card draw. Because if you Loot Hoarder and he doesn't have a really powerful turn, he'll ping it, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then he'll just kind of
So
yeah, like right now he would have pinged that, and he would have not had a board, right?
Mm-hmm.
Which would have been sad days. But now you at least have a board, because that ping, because more than likely he was probably going to find 2 damage somehow. I might. Well, if feeling risky, I would fucking Mad Bomber, which I always feel risky.
Okay, so I'm gonna go away from your decision just to see what I can do.
Okay,
I'm gonna go Taz, Dingo, and Totem.
sure, why not?
And I did it in the right order, and I think it paid off.
Yeah, it sets up a YOLO Bomber turn next turn as well, because if he runs his 4/2 until 1/2, good setup for a potential bomb.
Yep.
Only reason why I didn't want to do it, because if he has Flame Strike, you're kind of a sad boy. I mean, I
Yeah.
guess he kind of trades his entire board for it, but not the worst thing in the world. So this could still set up. Oh, okay.
Oh, that's annoying. I hate Divine Shield.
He still has 6 mana, right? Yeah, he can relay that down, but I doubt he will. Yeah.
So we're gonna take one out of there. What's he gonna do? He's gonna he's got another what's the arcane missile? But no, apparently not. Okay, I'm going to.
I'd run the 4/5 into the 3/2, and then the 2/1 into the 3/2. Heal up Taz Dingo and Totem, and yeah, have a nice day. Because then it's still out of Flame Strike range, and you don't want to overinvest your board ever against the Mage. And we know one of the 3 cards in his hand is that Charger guy. If it's the Charger guy, I'd lay down Loot Hoarder this turn, just because if he has to use a ping and a charge next turn, so that's 8 mana. So that guy stays alive and can easily trade the Loot Hoarder into the
Now,
and if he flank strikes you, draw a card.
so no,
But
I don't want to go for that direct damage because I could have done 3 obviously direct damage. No, because never mind. It's not direct to your enemy. It's to random.
Ah.
So
he's gonna he played exactly how I thought he would, and now you can run your Loot Hoarder for free into him, and you draw a card. Damn them
draw
plays.
first.
I say put down Mind Control Tech. He's probably not going to get any more use in this game.
Okay.
And Totem up, because you don't want to playing into. The only way you lose this game right now is playing into a ridiculous Flame Strike. So you want to play. I don't know. Play it slow.
Okay.
I mean, you really have sick board control, and so far he hasn't shown signs of Flame Strike. But just in case, you don't want to run. Like if you're running down like a Drake and the other guy, it's like you lose the game because then you have 2 shitty cards in your hand, a Mad Bomber and a Lightning, fucking before Lightning. It's like sad as fuck. I'd be very sad if that happened to me.
All right. So
we are 100% sure he doesn't have Lightning Storm in his hand, which is good. And now we have an Azure Drake plus a Fork Lightning, because obviously the spell damage from Azure Drake. So the first thing I would do was lay down Azure Drake, yeah.
Get my card draw, get my spell damage, and now we're gonna
Wait. Let's see what else we can do. Right now we have a 33% chance to get a spell totem, which we don't really particularly need. We can run. What can we run? Yeah, you can Unbound Elemental and Fork Lightning and see what we get, and then trade one of the. Actually, no. Okay, yeah. So yeah, Unbound Elemental. All right. No.
Oh, what did I do?
Oh. Well, you could have ran your 3/3 into the 1/3 and then traded the entire board, but now you have to trade one of your minions in.
Yeah.
Sad voice.
All right, good point. See,
But
set.
oh yeah, just like quickly, Hearthstone is just about don't play fast unless you're like really good at playing fast.
Which I am obviously not.
Just like think just a little bit. That's all it really takes, and then you probably will make like 80% less mistakes. Just be like, how could I trade this board? How could I get the most value out of this hand or board? But regardless, he's still probably going to win because he has a hand advantage and he has the worst thing I've ever seen. What would you do?
I'm gonna do my Stormforged Axe. I'm going to do my Direwolf. I'm gonna give the +2 to. I'm gonna play this guy. I'm gonna play the fucking dwarf on the outside and give the +2 to the Drake, and then I'm gonna put the Direwolf between the Drake and the dwarf.
Maybe. Your goal right now in Arena, as always, is always to board clear. Because once you get rid of his board, you've pretty much decreased his chances of any sort of form of comeback into like almost 0. No. What you're gonna do is gonna lay down the Dark Iron Dwarf.
Okay.
And buff the totem. Remember, the totem is always your free card because it never came from. You're gonna Direwolf between that. No. You're gonna Direwolf. And you're gonna trade it to the 2/3, and you're gonna play down your little axe. You're gonna afford that 1 extra damage, run it into him, into the 1/2, and and go for face, and now you win the game.
Bam. Obviously,
Wow,
so many
we
things.
saved the mistakes we've almost made.
Oh, and a forfeit.
Hype.
Three in a row. Look, see, there's so much decision making going on that I am not aware of.
I feel a lot of people play this game casually, and they're like, "Oh, yeah, this will probably work," and then it's just that extra like 10 seconds of thinking, just like chill time. It's let's see what we can do type of situation. But next game.
All right.
But as long as you just thing with, especially with the kind of deck you drafted, was more situated around buffing minions and kind of trading, because we never really drew good board clear cards. So the idea is we have to use our minions as efficiently as we can to trade, and since we get tokens pretty much every turn almost, which happen to be our totems, those totems become super valuable in trading. Like if you could trade a totem, because it's not really worth anything because it never came out of anywhere.
Yeah.
Cards that start coming out of your deck, those are things that cost you and are expensive because they're actual real cards that you're losing. Totems you can always have forever and ever and ever, even if you have 0 cards in your deck.
All right, so we've got, now to me, I see very valuable because we've got the coin this turn. So Azure Drake isn't too far out of reach. So, no?
I'd keep, because we still have this cool Unbound Elemental kind of play. I'd probably throw the Drake and the Flame Tongue Totem.
Okay.
Because we have the coin, right? So we can go for that turn 3 power play.
Yep.
It's kind of, I don't know, priests are annoying to play against, but we'll see what happens. But the idea is we coin into the Unbound, followed by next turn Stormfort, which would be turn 3, which would be Stormfort Jack. So it buffs our little 3/5 that we have there, and then we move on with life. So life's pretty good. Wait, 2. 2 is actually pretty good. Okay, so no. Coin.
Oh, that's right. Coin.
Anytime you can like set up a coin into like a overload card, it's a pretty good day.
So is that consistent with standard or precon?
For constructed?
Yeah.
Nah, there's so many situations. Too many situations actually. But something good happened here because, well, we got a little bit lucky, but I was kind of worried about it before. Shadow Word Death would actually would still kill our little buff situation. But in this situation, he already used it, so there's a real high chance that he doesn't have it in his hand again. So we could lay down our Unbound Elemental once again, because he killed the last one, and then next turn we can do our play that we wanted to do this turn.
Bastard. You bastard. But,
yeah,
I mean, gets away that Shadow Word Pain. And what's the other one that does 5 or above?
Shadow Word Death.
Okay. That one
still has a pretty nasty good board, unfortunately.
Yeah. Oh, but we do have 2.
Yeah, unfortunately, I don't think you can use 2 in a row, or maybe you can, but either way, that would be pretty bad of using it that way. Or maybe you wouldn't. Nah. No. Am I that crazy? No, you don't have to do that.
Alright, so am I going to trade out with this, or am I going to...
Well, you don't technically trade out. I mean, first totem.
Yep. So then I'm going to...
Oh, nice. Perfect. Definitely run your axe. No. 2/3 into the Tazdingo. Yeah, attack. Kill the Tazdingo this turn.
Okay.
Because Healing Stream heals off that. So even if he runs his 1/3 into you and then causes that Death Rattle effect to come out, it won't even kill your board.
Got it.
That's why we were hoping for that Healing Stream totem. Damn, that 25%. So good. So good.
I think I've played this person before.
Yeah, actually, I've probably played this name. I saw it, and I'm like, did I ever play this guy before?
So, with Arena, do they, like, measure how far you've gotten before? Is Arena completely, you can play anyone?
Nope. Well, it's kind of like, if you ever heard of Swiss format, what Swiss format is, it's pretty much, how do I explain it? Like, if you have 3 wins, you'll play against someone else who's 3-0. If you're 7-0, you'll play against someone else that's 7-0. If you're 1-2, you'll play against someone else that's 1-2.
Okay.
So that's how you play someone with the same score.
Gotcha. All right. I'm thinking Stormforged Axe. Eat some health on my guy. Take out the ghoul, and then take out the dark cultist with my Unbound Elemental.
Yeah. I would yeah, that's definitely a fine play. So you're gonna put the totem between the two, and then you can axe the 1/3 and then the 2/1 in, and then you can trade. Yeah, perfect. That works. Then I totem up for sure. Obviously, not a terrible play. Not a terrible turn.
Cool. So I think I was almost a play on my own.
There you go. Nice. That's fine. Oh wow, easy
Now,
turn.
Obviously, you with the deck. The deck is huge, and the decision making seems to be, obviously bigger. You have to have a knowledge of the other classes, what they can do, what they could have drawn, and then what you think based on what you've seen. And there's so much that goes into this more than just okay, I have a good deck. Like I got to level 15 having a good deck and making some decent decisions. I really don't know what the freak is going on with the other person.
Yeah. Arena, it's a little bit harder to gauge that. You kind of just look for the major cards like Shadow Word Death, Flame Strikes. You try to gauge their play on how they're playing if they're getting those major cards. We want to run, Direwolf Alpha for sure. Between the two. Oh wait, yeah. Do that. No.
What did I do that for?
Wrong totem. Oh, no. That's okay. No. No. Oh, everything's falling apart.
Oh, bad decisions were made.
Oh my god, what happened?
So let's recap what the fuck I just did. Sorry, I rebelled. Oh.
Oh, rip.
Oh, that hurt.
Oh no. You should have hit the totem and then ran the. You would have buffed the totem, so it became the spell totem.
Oh.
Not the flame totem, into a 3/2. Because remember, tokens are free. That card wasn't free. And you would have ran your axe into the 2/1 that spawns out of that golem, and you would have just gone for face. Or I don't know if you even could have gone for face that way, but regardless. I would just obviously right now we want to get ahead on the draw, so obviously a draw card. And since he has low cards in his hand, he probably won't be laying down 4 minions anytime soon, so play down the 3/3. Because, you could totem up, but and you could put down an axe, but this way you get board control.
Yeah.
He just used the board clear. He's already used the Shadow Word Pain. Most likely he's not gonna get anywhere.
All right, so Lesser Heal. He used Lesser Heal with the with that card that makes everything damage, right?
Yeah, Holy Nova.
Yeah.
It's fine. There'll be a little bit of a harder game, but I think we make a comeback.
Okay.
Interesting.
All right, so we've got a 4/4 and a 3/4 on the board. I could totem and see what I get.
I don't think there's any totem that's gonna help you right now. I think laying him down and buff rock bitering that you're 2/4 into the 4/4 and then go for face. Because you didn't want to kill the other guy because he'll buff somebody.
Right. Got that death rattle. Give a random friendly minion +3 health. No bueno.
If we could survive, if we could keep this board for the next 2 turns, we'll be pretty fine. I don't know why he did that. I kind of get why he did that, but it's kind of retarded.
Oh, I need a what do you call it? A damn frog.
Well, good thing is you do have 7 damage on this board. Nice. I would actually, since he's low on cards.
Trade out and then throw down my taunt.
First throw down your taunt because he'll take 2 and it'll become a 5/1. And then go for the clear right now.
So use.
Yep.
These 2, yeah.
This way that becomes a 5/1. which is still pretty hard. Most time priests have a really hard time dealing with anything, for the most part. And then I'd lay down, I guess, the 5/5 stealth. For sure. Just lay him down. He can't deal with that. So there's 10 damage on this board right now. He's already used the Holy Nova. They usually don't draft more than 2, and he hasn't had any draw abilities yet. Oh, he's going to heal it, which is nice, so he wastes his turn, which is also nice.
But it takes him 3 damage.
Yeah, because... Yeah. Which is... This turn is okay. It worked out for us.
Alright. So now he has 10 damage on the board. I've got 7.
Okay, we definitely want to run our... We're going to weapon into the 2/2. 5/5 into the 4/4. Totem up. Let's see. Hopefully we get a healing. Oh, well. Lay down a... You know what, you can just lay down this board. There's nothing you can do about it. Yeah, you can lay down every card.
Can I?
There's no combo that he can do with... There's no combo in a priest deck that can kill this entire board. Just go for face.
Go for face.
Even if he has a Shadow Word Death, he has to, like, just... Yeah. Well, I wonder if he has that. I doubt it.
Okay. So that's annoying.
Yeah. It is what it is. You have to kill his 3/5, in theory. Yeah, you do. Yeah, just trade your board into it and then lay down Tazdingo. And just lay down your board as much as you can. Keep minion. I mean, there's nothing you can really do. Maybe mind control, but if he has mind control, he has mind control. I mean, that's life.
He's not going to take anything major. It's not like it just dropped a crush or something as a hunt.
Yeah, I mean, Tazdingo's just, if he takes the taunt, you just have to deal with the taunt. It's a little bit annoying.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, holy fire, that's fine.
That's
pretty
annoying.
much. He's kind of winding down his card. Wow, he didn't. Yeah, just kind of keep playing stuff and just keep your weapon in hand, because weapon can be always used to clear random minions. But yeah, you can use those spell guys. There's not even a Holy Nova can hurt you.
So keep my weapon though, right?
Yeah, just in case. I mean, it's not gonna win you in the game right now.
Okay.
That's the way I see it with weapons. Unless it's gonna win you the game, there's no reason to actually play it or use it.
I've been used to, like with Paladin or Warrior, I use it a lot, but as I've been playing that Hunter deck, I noticed that, it's something you want to save, especially with the combo of getting a secret and restoring durability to it.
Definitely is there, Drake, because we still have a pretty high chance of drawing our hexes, which we haven't gotten yet.
Finally! Oh, fuck me.
And easy game, run your 2/1 and go for face.
Oh,
I mean, some say it was RNG, but how many cards are left in your deck? I say like 13 or something.
11, good
Yeah.
call.
Yeah, so I mean, you had a 2 out of 12 chance to draw it, so it's not that's like probably the best RNG you'll probably get.
Well, hopefully we'll get another one.
Yeah, at this point you could just go for face, I think, depending what we draw. Yeah, I mean, he has to trade into you.
So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
You could run your 4. You could actually run 2. Okay, totem up first, because we have a 33% chance of getting a healing stream. Oh well. Run your weapon and your 2/1 into the 1/4. And then just go for face.
Oh, that's right, because I got 2 taunts.
You got 3 taunts, man. I mean, with that 1 card in his hand, like, just
Do I want to...
yeah, well, why not?
Alright.
Even a Holy Nova doesn't, like nothing can, you win this game. Like, almost 99.9% chance. Can't even think of anything that would... The only thing that would kill you would be an Ashadai plus Circle of Healing, but he already played an Ashadai, so... highly unlikely. And if he had it, he would have already played it, like, turns ago.
Oh, I didn't push it.
So there's nothing you can really do. That's the only combo that kills you, and he's already used an Ashadai, and he would have used it at that time, too. So.
Yep.
What does he have left?
That's such an annoying card. Because then I never know, like, is his deck based around that? When you see in precons, are decks often based around turning their heals into damage?
Yeah, some priest decks are. Most priest decks kind of like to use that wombo combo. It's a good board clear. It's probably one of the best board clears in the game. It's for 4 mana, you do 4 damage pretty much across the board, which is pretty insane.
Now I'm wondering what he has in his hand if he hasn't played it.
Nothing. He's just wondering how he can win, but he can't. It's okay.
He can't.
It's just nothing he can do. Like, sure, you can play down some minions, but you pretty much have lethal next turn. That's a cute mind control. That's fine though. Still. Oh, sick. We still have Fork Lightning in the hand, so just go for it.
Bam.
And I would just run your Loot Hoarder in just to draw a card and to clear that card away.
Oh, that's pretty.
And just keep going for face totem up, and
Oh,
you're just
no, totally.
gonna win. And it's gonna try. You're only technically doing 2 damage a turn right now because of his healing, but we'll burn him down sooner or later.
Yeah. How many mind control can you have in a deck?
As many as you like. In Arena, you can have as many cards as you draft. So you can have 10, you can have 20, but nobody would choose more than that. That's cute.
Alright.
That's useless. Alright. Oh, God. It's a shame you don't have much DPS this turn. Oh, nice, Lothab. Sick top deck. Lothab, run your 2/7 into the 2/2. And totem. Maybe we'll get healing stream. If we do, we'll trade. Alright, trade into him. Use your 2/3 just in case. No!
Oh, fuck nuggets.
That's okay. It's not like it matters, but remember just to trade. Just to trade.
Balls.
It's fine. Doesn't really matter what. Oh, unless he starts drawing a chain of good cards off of this, then that'd be a slight bit of a shame. But at this point, you just keep going for face. You could attack you could use your 2/6 and go into the 4/2 and then heal it up, but that's about it.
I mean, he's gonna take a. Do I want to heal myself? Maybe.
Yeah, heal yourself. Why not? I don't even know what.
Sup, priest. Sup, priest.
I mean, there's absolutely nothing. Absolutely zero squat you can.
Oh
do
yeah. It's just
deal with
slow
this.
death. Man, Shaman is annoying.
Cute. That's
Ooh.
funny. Still. Wow.
Okay.
Still.
Yeah, thank you.
Whoa! 4 wins hype. We're on our way to the dream.
All right. So I think if you want to get back to your stream, it's up to you.
Yeah, I probably should start that soon. Cause yeah. You're at that 4 wins, man. How high have you gone before?
This is my highest. This is literally
shit.
my highest.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just like, if you just like chill for a second before every attack, like that's what everybody just needs to do. They just need to chill. And if you just look at your options and try to trade well, then yeah, it'll be just trading is the most important part. It's much different than constructed, because constructed is actually go for face more than trade.
Right.
For the most part, depending on the matchup and all that junk. But generally speaking, facing is probably better because you put the ball in your opponent's court. But putting the ball in your opponent's courts in Arena is dangerous because of pure, what they could. It's just RNG, right? You don't want to. You want to reduce the most RNG, but in constructed it's different because pro players know what's going to be in your deck and kind of can put you on what's in your hand type of thing. But in Arena, it's kind of like, well,